You're holding a glass of water. It looks clean. It smells fine. And it's slowly killing you. Not dramatically, not all at once, but quietly. Over decades, through 316 contaminants that the EPA does not require municipal water systems to filter, chlorine byproducts, pharmaceutical residue, microplastics, PFAS forever chemicals that don't break down, ever. And the filter that removes all of it costs $50 to build, uses no electricity, needs no replacement cartridges, and has been used by 2 billion people across 6 continents for over 200 years. The water filtration industry is worth $45 billion a year, and they have spent decades making sure you never find out this filter exists. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what it is, how to build it, and why the industry spent 40 years trying to convince you it doesn't work. It does work, the science is overwhelming, and the materials cost $50 at any hardware store in America. Here's what's actually in your tap water. Not what the water company tells you. What independent testing reveals. The Environmental Working Group maintains a database of 32 million water quality tests across every water system in America. Their findings are not on the news. The average American municipal water supply contains 8 regulated contaminants above health guidelines. Not above legal limits, above health guidelines. Legal and safe are not the same thing. Chloramines, added to kill bacteria, forming dozens of disinfection byproducts as they react with organic matter in pipes. Some of those byproducts are classified as probable human carcinogens by the EPA's own toxicologists. PFAS, per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances used in non-stick cookware, firefighting foam, food packaging. They entered water supplies decades ago. They do not break down. The EPA calls them forever chemicals. A 2020 study from Harvard found detectable PFAS in drinking water supplies serving 200 million Americans. 200 million. Microplastics. A 2022 study published in Environmental Science and Technology found microplastics in 93% of bottled water samples tested. Tap water was similar. You are drinking plastic with every glass. Pharmaceutical residue. A 2008 investigation by the Associated Press found traces of 56 different pharmaceuticals in drinking water supplies serving 41 million Americans. Antibiotics, hormones, mood stabilizers, anti-seizure medications. None of them required to be filtered. None of them required to be disclosed. Your water utility sends you a report every year showing compliance with legal limits. Legal limits were set by the same regulatory process that HVAC standards were set by. Industry representatives writing the rules for the industry they represent. In 1827, a British scientist named John Playfair described watching water pass through layers of sand and gravel and emerge completely clear on the other side. He wasn't the first to observe this. The Romans built slow sand filters in 300 BC. Ancient Sanskrit texts from 2000 BC describe filtering water through sand before drinking. The filter is called a biosand filter, or a slow sand filter, or a multi-stage gravity filter. Different names, same physics, same result. Here's what happens inside it. You pour contaminated water in the top. It passes through a biological layer called the Schmutzdecke. That's a German word meaning dirty skin. It sounds unpleasant. It is the most effective natural water purification system ever discovered. The Schmutzdecke is a living biological community. Bacteria, protozoa, algae, diatoms. They form naturally in the top 2 centimeters of a sand filter within 2 to 3 weeks of first use. And they consume pathogens. They consume organic matter. They consume the contaminants your water utility either doesn't filter or doesn't know about. Below the Schmutzdecke, 50 centimeters of fine sand, physical filtration. Particles too large to pass through are captured. Bacteria too large to pass through are captured. Below the sand, gravel, drainage layer. The water that emerges from the bottom has passed through biology and physics. The World Health Organization has published 6 technical manuals on biosand filter construction and performance since 1974. The United Nations Children's Fund has funded biosand filter programs in 67 countries. The Centers for Disease Control maintains a WASH technical guide endorsing biosand filters for household water treatment. This is not fringe science. This is the most thoroughly documented household water treatment technology in human history. Effectiveness numbers from peer-reviewed literature published in journals the filter industry can't suppress. E. coli removal, 99.98%. Cryptosporidium, 99.99%. Giardia, greater than 99.9%. Turbidity reduction, 95%. Virus removal when combined with SODIS, greater than 99.9%. And PFAS. A 2021 study from the University of Nebraska found biosand filters combined with activated carbon reduced PFAS concentration by 94%. 94% PFAS reduction with a $50 filter that you build yourself in an afternoon. The Brita filter you're currently using removes 40% of chlorine and almost nothing else. It costs $45 for the unit and $7 per cartridge every 40 gallons. At average American household water consumption, that's $245 a year. Every year, forever. The biosand filter costs $50 once, lasts 30 years, and outperforms every consumer filter on the market at every contaminant category that actually matters. In 1974, the Safe Drinking Water Act was passed in the United States. It required the EPA to set maximum contaminant levels for drinking water. The Water Quality Association, the trade group representing water filter manufacturers, began participating in EPA standard-setting processes the same year. By 1990, the point-of-use water filter industry had grown to $2 billion annually. By 2000, $5 billion. By 2010, $12 billion. By 2023, $5 billion. Every dollar of that growth depended on one thing: replacement cartridges. The biosand filter has no cartridges. It has no replacement parts. It generates zero ongoing revenue. A customer who builds a biosand filter is a customer who never buys another filter cartridge again. In 1991, the NSF International, the organization that certifies water filters, created certification protocols that required testing in laboratory conditions with artificially clean input water. The biosand filter performs best with real-world contaminated water. In artificially clean test water, the Schmutzdecke doesn't develop fully because there isn't enough biological load to sustain it. In other words, they designed the test to make the most effective filter available look like it didn't work. NSF International's funding comes from application fees paid by filter manufacturers seeking certification. The same manufacturers whose cartridge-based products passed the test the biosand filter couldn't. In 2004, a researcher named David Munns at the University of Calgary published the definitive technical manual on concrete biosand filter construction. His work was funded by the Canadian International Development Agency. It was used in 50 countries. It was cited in 340 peer-reviewed papers. It never appeared in a single American home improvement store. Not Home Depot, not Lowe's, not Ace Hardware, because none of those stores make money on a filter you build once and never replace. In 2019, a coalition of environmental researchers petitioned the EPA to recognize biosand filtration as an approved household water treatment technology under the Safe Drinking Water Act. The petition was rejected. The stated reason: insufficient domestic performance data. They said this while sitting on 50 years of WHO documentation, 340 peer-reviewed studies, field data from 67 countries, 6 million filters in operation worldwide. The same logic that buried earth tubes in 1930, the same committee structure, the same industry representatives, the same outcome. Here's exactly what you need, and I mean exactly, because the dimensions matter, the materials matter, and if you do this right, you will never buy a water filter cartridge again. You need one food-grade plastic container. 5-gallon bucket works. A larger container gives you more output. A 20-gallon food-grade barrel gives you enough clean water for a family of 4 without effort. You need fine silica sand, not play sand, not construction sand, fine silica sand. The grain size matters, 0.15 to 0.35 millimeters effective size. Uniformity coefficient under 2.5. This is available at any water treatment supply company. Pore filter sand is close enough if you can't find the exact specification. You need coarse sand or fine gravel. Drainage layer. Pea gravel works. Coarse aquarium gravel works. You need a diffuser plate. A piece of plastic or metal with small holes in it. Sits on top of the sand. Prevents disturbance to the Schmutzdecke when you pour water in. You can drill holes in the lid of a smaller container. You can cut a piece of plastic mesh to fit. You need an outlet pipe, PVC or food-grade tubing. Exits through the side of your container at the base of the sand layer. This pipe must maintain a standing water level above the top of the sand. That standing water layer is not optional. It's the difference between a filter that works and a filter that grows mold. The sand must never dry out completely. The biological community in the Schmutzdecke dies when it dries. If your filter dries out, you wait 3 weeks for it to re-establish. Here's the layering from bottom to top. Gravel drainage layer, 5 centimeters. Coarse sand transition layer, 5 centimeters. Fine silica sand, 50 centimeters. Standing water above sand, 5 centimeters. Diffuser plate above standing water. Contaminated water poured above diffuser. The outlet pipe exits at the coarse sand level. Water level above the outlet maintains the standing water layer. Water above that flows in. Water at outlet level flows out. Gravity does everything. No pump, no electricity, no pressure required. Week 1. Pour water through. It will come out slightly turbid. This is normal. The sand is settling. The biology is establishing. Week 2. Turbidity decreases. Biology continues establishing. You can see the Schmutzdecke forming, a slightly discolored layer at the top of your sand. That discoloration is life. It is the most effective water purification community on the planet. Week 3. The filter is mature. The water coming out is clear. Run a standard coliform test from any hardware store. The result will be negative. From that point forward, your filter runs on physics and biology. No cartridge, no electricity, no replacement schedule. Just water going in contaminated and coming out clean. For additional protection against PFAS and chemical contamination, add an activated carbon layer above the gravel and below the fine sand. Activated carbon is available at any aquarium supply store. $10, lasts 2-3 years before replacement. With the activated carbon layer, you have a filter that removes biological contamination, chemical contamination, PFAS, pharmaceuticals, microplastics, and heavy metals. For $60 total. Once, the filter industry has a $45 billion annual reason for you not to know this. Isthent theory. This isn't alternative science. This is what 6 million people are using right now in 67 countries. In Cambodia, UNICEF funded 100,000 biosand filter installations between 2004 and 2010. Diarrheal disease rates in filter households dropped by 47%. In Ethiopia, a 2015 study published in the American Journal of Tropical Medicine followed 1,200 households over 24 months. Households with biosand filters showed 54% reduction in diarrheal disease. In Bangladesh, where arsenic contamination affects 85 million people, biosand filters combined with iron oxide coatings reduce arsenic by 95%. In Haiti, after the 2010 earthquake, Samaritan's Purse deployed 5,000 biosand filters within 60 days. Cholera cases in filter communities were 78% lower than non-filter communities. These are peer-reviewed numbers, published in journals, available to anyone, ignored by the EPA, ignored by NSF International, ignored by every water filter company with a cartridge to sell. Sluicing. That's what $50 and one afternoon can do for your water. Not a filter that expires in 40 gallons. Not a system that costs $1,500 to install. Not a technology that requires electricity or replacement parts or a service contract. Sand, gravel, biology, physics. The same answer that 2 billion people across 6,000 years of human history arrived at independently. The water filter industry didn't invent clean water. They invented a way to charge you for it every 40 gallons for the rest of your life. The Schmutzdecke doesn't care about their quarterly earnings. It doesn't care about NSF certification protocols designed to make it fail. It doesn't care about the $45 billion industry built on the premise that you need their cartridge to survive. It just does what it has always done. Since the Romans built it in 300 BC. Since ancient Sanskrit described it in 2000 BC. Since the Earth figured it out approximately 3.8 billion years ago, when the first biological water purification community formed in the first shallow sea. The filter was never the product. You were. Drop your state in the comments and tell me what you're currently paying for water filtration. Tell me what's in your tap water according to the Environmental Working Group database. I'll put the link in the description. And tell me if you've ever built one of these filters, or if you're going to. Because I want to know how many people are about to stop buying cartridges forever. Subscribe to this channel because next week we're going to show you what they did to the $30 air purifier that outperforms every HEPA filter on the market. Same story, different industry. Same $45 billion reason you've never heard about it. The water has always been clean. You just needed the $50 filter they didn't want you to build.